Hello guys, welcome to Design with Kevin. In today's video, we are going to talk about brush tool. Stay tuned as we begin. So in your Photoshop, maybe you open your Photoshop for the first time and you want to understand how brushes work. If you can remember, we learned about how to create new layers. So new layers, I said there's an icon here, almost to delete icon. Right down here at the corner, if you point it, it will tell you create a new layer. Press create a new layer and go on the tools left side of Photoshop, find brush tool. Here it is. So after picking it, make sure your layer, the new layer we have created, is selected. I want you to observe something here before we go further. These two colors down here, mine has white and green, yours may have different, yours may be even white and black. The color in front, the front color, is the one that define, the one that will affect the design you want to make at that time. For example, this white color, our background already is white, so we cannot use white on white. That will not be visible. If I want to reverse this green to be on top so that white can go behind, so I want to use that green. There's a two arrow here, the arrow pointing up this side and downside and left side. So if you press that arrow, it reverses the colors. The one that was on top goes down, and the one that was down now is at the top. Now you can go and use. Now you can resume to use the green color. Before I use the green color, you can see on my artwork when I point it, there's a brush icons come with that icon of a circle. This size, the size of a brush can be reduced or increased. So to increase the brush size, on your keyboard, before I show you the other way, on your keyboard there are two squared brackets on your keyboard keys next to letter P. After letter P on the right side, after letter P on the right side, there are two brackets. One on the left side is to reduce the brush size, and one on the right is to increase the brush size. So the brush size, apart from using those two keys on the keyboard, you can reduce or increase the brush size by pressing an arrow here. This is a section for brush size. So our brush size here is 300, it's shown here. So if you want to increase or reduce, press this arrow, and it will open for you all properties, the properties that are available for that brush. So you already can see here brush size 300, hardness 0%. So we'll look at hardness later. Let's do the brush size first. So brush size you can reduce by dragging this bar on the left side, or bring it on the right side to increase the size. So if I increase like at 480, I point here, I can see that our brush is bigger. But if I reduce the number here to maybe 94, you can see our brush now is smaller. Before I close this one, you can see there are different types of brushes here. You have general brush. There is a folder named general brush. Inside it's like a default brushes. This one will always be default. So inside you have soft brush and many others. So apart from the default ones, apart from the general brushes, we have dry media brushes and wet media brushes. This one I installed it myself. So, but the other three, I know they're available in your machine. Now, after choosing your brush, now let's see our brush. Which brush are we using here? Let us select this soft round brush. Let us increase the size to, let's say, around 200. Around 200 there. Now, remember our color we already selected down here is green. So you can hide this property by pressing that arrow again. Another thing, up here you can see you have opacity and the flow. Opacity, I think you know if it's transparent or not. So let's make it 100%, even the flow 100%. For us to the smoothness does not affect much, but I think if you become a pro in Photoshop, you'll be using it sometime. But as a beginner, I want you to focus first on opacity and the flow. So we have 100 opacity, flow is 100, the brush size is 200 there, and our color is green. So to draw, you can just draw any line on your Photoshop. you can see that brush. This brush was called soft round. That's how the soft brush looks like. What about if you select this one, the hard round, and draw somewhere here? You can see the difference between soft and hard. So remember, these brushes, I drew them on a new layer, so I can move them anywhere. They're flexible, so I can even reduce their sizes. To reduce their sizes, after selecting them, you can see the selection marks. You can hold any corner and bring it inside to reduce the size. Then you can press on a keyboard enter or press this tick mark up here to confirm. That's the basic way of using brush. Brushes are used mostly to paint. Maybe if you are doing art, if you're doing art in Photoshop, you will be using brush to paint, or sometimes you can use brush to draw. So brush also can be used in different ways, even to create a background, to give background color. It depends the design you're working on it. So brush, you may use brush in a lot of things, even to color text, to color clothes, to color. Almost every design will be using brush in some occasion. When to remove background on images, at some point we'll use the brushes. Let's go to the other tool.